When you bought it for your daughter, how much did you pay for it?
I paid $900 for it.
You paid $900 for the car. You're not going to spend $3,000 to fix it.
I understand that.
Okay, wait. He pushed the car into the driveway after it broke down? That's not just a mechanical issue, that's a whole fitness test. And now Judge Judy's about to do a forensic breakdown of automotive logic.
Where is the car now?
It's sitting in my driveway. That we had to push in my driveway after he left it sitting in front of my house.
Your Honor, we took the car to his house together. Matter of fact, he drove the car to his house as I drove his truck behind him. Okay. The car, well, I have a blue book value for the car.
Listen to me, Mr. Gibson, I want you to start with the premise that I don't believe the story you just told me that the car was in the same condition when you got it.
Boom! Judy's not buying it. That moment, right there, where she shuts it down and says, "Start with the premise, I don't believe you." Classic courtroom mic drop. Do you think he's lying? Drop your verdict in the comments.
Okay.
I want you that I don't believe that story. Just my job. You don't go to the trouble of getting an estimate unless it was your responsibility. So you're going to pay him for the car. The next thing is you had an argument at some point. On what date?
On November 2nd.
Now, is that the day you punched him?
That would be that day.
I want you to tell me, because that's the second part of his lawsuit. I want you to tell me how it came about that you punched him.
Well,
Look at me, don't look up.
we got done working that day. This particular day wasn't a payday for Mr. Butler. So there was no money to be exchanged in hands for the work that was done. We got back to the house.
Whose house?
Mine. Upon me unloading the truck with some of the things that were used that day, Mr. Butler was in front of the house yelling, "You gon'..."
Notice how he says ranting and raving, but can't quote a word? That's the kind of courtroom filler that Judge Judy slices through like a hot knife through butter. And yes, she corrects his grammar mid-testimony. Iconic.
Don't pay me for my car that you crashed, this, that, and the up, okay? I'm not hearing him because I'm in the garage.
Well, if you don't hear him, then you don't know what he said.
Well,
No, just
wait,
a second. Just a second. If you're not hearing him because you're in the garage, don't tell me what you...
And here we go. When someone brings your mama into it, emotions explode. But Judy, stone cold. She's about to lay down the law on what does and doesn't justify throwing punches. Get ready.
Conjured up in your brain that he said.
Well, it gets deeper than that. As I was coming out the garage, I could hear her tone, which is more high-pitched. I'm outside. He's still ramping and raving.
No, ranting and raving. I
Okay.
don't want you to tell me about
Okay.
ranting and raving. I want you to tell me what you heard him say. And your fiance is now outside of the house.
She's now outside the house.
Go ahead. So you heard him say...
9, 10 times. 9 or 10. And it was just constant, you know. By this time, she's outside. I asked him to leave more than once. He chose not to. My fiance approached his vehicle.
Why?
Okay.
Why did you approach his vehicle? Up here. Now, he's outside ranting and raving and calling you all kinds of names, so you had an option of going into the house.
I was in the house at that time. I heard him.
Just like that, verdict dropped. You crash the car, you pay. You throw hands over insults, you pay again. It's a legal and emotional takedown in less than 30 seconds. That's why she's the queen.
Heard him?
Yes,
calling
ma'am.
you names. So
Yes,
you were
ma'am.
in the house?
Yes.
So you came out of the house?
I came out of the house, yes, ma'am.
And what were you walking up to his vehicle for?
I was asking him why was he calling me over and over again.
Why?
I said, Otis, my name is. You need to address me as. I said, excuse me? And your mama. Now, my mama got pulled into this. I said, excuse me.
So you're dealing with somebody
Yes.
who is acting irrationally.
Yes.
And calling you names.
Yes, ma'am.
And?
And then that's when Ryan walked up and he told me to go in the house.
And?
Before I could go in the house, Otis called me another.
And?
And then Ryan hit him.
Okay, now you can sit down. So, Mr. Gibson, sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. You're not allowed to hit him if he called your girlfriend a bad name. You're allowed not to work with him anymore. You have to pay for his car, but you're not allowed to put your hands on him. Do you have photographs of your injury?
Yes, ma'am, I does.
I'd like to take a look.
And Judge, if you wouldn't mind me,
Whoa, twist ending. He claims she stormed down with a broom and got in his face first. Who do you believe here? The guy dodging flying insults or flying brooms? This case is a courtroom soap opera.
telling you what happened that day?
Sure.
That's the police report and the pictures. And actually, it was November the 1st. What happened was that day, we did supposed to been getting the cash out. He's supposed to been cashed out for me some money that day. I believe that's why he hit me in the mouth to keep me from getting my money. Well, I'm sitting in my truck. When he was taking the stuff off the truck, I was mad. We usually take the stuff off. I said, Ryan, we get this money today. You need to pay me some money. My place expired yesterday. So I did say, hadn't apologized to me since she wrecked my car. It's been 3 months now. And then when she came outside, she wasn't even out. I didn't even see her, period. She came out on the balcony with a broom. She said, "What you say?" I said, "I didn't say nothing." She said, "Yes, you did. I said something." I said, "Well, if the shoe fit, word." She then came downstairs running from up off the balcony. I'm sitting in my truck. She came down to my truck with the broom. I said, "Hey, man, get this away from my truck." She said, "I would beat the out of you." So then after I stated that, he came, said, "Hey, baby, get back." And as he walking her away from my truck, he turned and stole me twice, and he took out running toward his pussy.